Hey guys, how's it going? Big updates on the Harmony Montgomery case. So guys, I'm sorry about the noise in the background. Just my luck, there is a tree grinding company that's literally taking all of the stuff on our street and doing it right now. So I apologize for that, but I digress. We'll just have to deal with it. Who is all here today for the amazing update that I assume, it's probably not amazing, is not the right word, long waited, right? We've all been waiting for this update of some kind with Harmony Montgomery's case. She's been missing since 2019, guys. She wasn't reported missing until the end of 2021. Mind blown. Hey, case in point, I need to email you back. I'm so sorry I haven't. It's been one of those weeks rather. Hey, Rainy Days, Susanna, Hellcat, Gigi for Life, Brooklyn, Dodging Bullets, glad you're here, lovely. Miss Rubug, Joe Popowick, and anybody who is watching the replay. Again, we're going to be discussing the update of Harmony Montgomery. Let me move this little bad boy here. So let's go over what we know, right? Again, she's been missing since 2019. She was placed in Adam Montgomery's care from the courts before she went missing. I believe it was 2016 or 17. I could be wrong, maybe even 2018, so I'm going to double check that. But I do know that the mother did not get custody of Harmony. They actually placed Harmony in the care of someone who went to prison for murder, is a prime suspect in a shooting from 2008. Okay. History of abuse from the family, in Adam's own words, per Kevin Montgomery, the uncle. So this has been a very hard case to follow in a sense of that we know things went on that should have been prevented and should have been, looked at way before she went missing. Both parents were addicts. They had addiction problems with drugs. It keeps getting worse the more and more you go over the case. Good God. Do you hear that? Yeah, that's been going on for 4 hours. I really hope they get done soon. Eve, I cannot wait to chat. We will connect soon. Yeah, we'll connect soon. So we're going to go over the live coverage. I wanted to show you something that I figured out on Streamlabs. Let me show you real quick. Watch this. Live chat comments. Woohoo! It took me a very long time, and I am embarrassed to say this, a very long time to get this situated last night. I think 2 hours. And it was really easy once I figured out, what they were trying to tell me on YouTube to do. I am stubborn. All right, so you pull up the timeline, okay? So this is from Fox 13 News, giving kind of the case timeline and related arrests. So somewhere in late November or early December 2019, she was not reported missing until 2021. Now, if you don't know, me and the mother of Harmony Montgomery talk from time to time. She's reached out because we were actually a connection on TikTok. And, I do the paranormal spooky dooky stuff. So she, obviously wanted to reach out and see if there was something that maybe I could pick up on. We talked about it, and we haven't stopped talking since. We have gone over certain, thought processes of what happened, back in 2008 with the whole shooting that Adam Montgomery to this day is still a prime suspect for. So I'm wondering if this is going to be part of the update, right? But there have been tips that have come out of our conversations that kind of jogged her memory, no matter how you feel about her or Adam or anybody, the main point is to find harmony, right? And if there's anything that I can do, if there's anything that I can do to help that, I will, but I won't exploit them, right? Won't put them on here and exploit them. I'm sorry, the noise in the background, again, if you're coming in late or watching the replay, it is tree trimmers who are grinding up the trimmings because we got all of our stuff cut yesterday. So I'm really, really sorry. So I'll put it on mute, obviously, when we're playing the update, the press release, but bear with me, guys, I'm sorry. Maybe if I change my voice, would it help? Let's see. God, it really is loud. Like, this is ridiculous.
Would it help if I talk like this? Twitter weasels for monkey.
Or I could sing you a song. I am T-Pain, baby. I am the new wave of music. Be a robot? Oh, God. Okay, let's see. I wonder what it sounds like with the noise in the background. Okay, enough of that. I'll do that later. Thanks, Dodging. I really appreciate it. Yes, I do know there's noise in the background, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, no. So anyway, you know, there's been charges going on, has been for a while, stacking and stacking on Kayla Montgomery and Adam Montgomery. There was welfare fraud, failure to report, felony charges for owning a weapon or stealing a weapon. It's just been chaos. Yeah, they're actually at my corner of my street right now. Lovely. I was looking at him, like the guy who's doing it, and I'm like, I really feel bad for side-eyeing you right now, but dang, you're just working hard in the heat, and I'm sitting here worried about my little live. But it's Harmony Montgomery. We've been waiting for this live, for this update, right? So, you know, if you don't know anything about Harmony Montgomery's case, I do have a playlist, right? And you can go check that out beforehand, or excuse me, after the live. Just make sure you hit the like button if you're going to go and check it out. So I'm going to go look for the live coverage. Give me just a moment. Maybe this homeboy over here that is really just working hard, and I need to give him like $20 or something, just because he's out in the heat. You know, hopefully he'll be moving right along down the street. So give me just a second. I felt bad, and I went and gave the guy $20. Because that's all I had on me. That's what I did. I did it. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. But this is really important, right? So we're waiting on News Center 5 from ABC to go live. Hopefully that'll be like any second. I'm glad y'all are having fun at my expense. It's really great. Really great. I thought you were running them off. Like, come on, come back in an hour. And I was like, man, y'all are working during lunch? That's horrible. You should go and enjoy yourself. But I really mean that. I'm not trying to pay the guy off. I mean, like, if it starts up, it starts back up. But no guarantees. I was just really being nice because I felt bad about looking at him like that. I didn't mean it. You know what I mean? Dodging's like, I don't think they will listen. Probably not. They were probably looking at me like, you silly cow. Nope. No, I wouldn't do that. I really wouldn't. All right, so let's see what's going on with this live. Maybe I'm not on the right one. It's totally possible. You know how I am. I'm kind of all over the place. So I'm going to see if there's another one that's starting. Sometimes they run behind, right? Julia, get your 50s ready. Next live, I'll be out front blowing horn. I'm going to give you a, get in here, girl. Let's hang out. Hopefully, it won't cost $50 because your girl broke. She's so broke. Yeah, I don't see anything like actually live. Harmony Montgomery update. $50, girl. If you're going to go all out, say hundreds, just go straight to Final Jeopardy, right? Yeah, see, this one doesn't say it's ready. Come on, News Center 5. I like their audio the best. That's the one that I found was the best when streaming. You know? Maybe we can listen to the CBS Boston while we wait.
A new Chevy is the smart way to hit the open road this summer.
Oh, was that it? Nope. One moment, guys. I know, Justice for Harmony. I'm worried. Hey, Harsh. Welcome in. Just having some technical difficulties and some fun while we wait. I paid off some tree trimmers.
Harmony's father
to stop
and
making
the little
noise.
girl's stepmother were charged with crimes that came out of the investigation, but so far no one has been charged in her disappearance.
Whoa.
And all those who loved her. In a moment, I'm going to turn it over to Manchester Police Chief Alan Aldenberg. But before I do,
all right, we're interrupting
just
General
want to
Hospital
acknowledge
to take
the
you to
tireless
Concord, New
work that the
Hampshire. New Hampshire
Manchester
Attorney General John Formella giving an update on the Harmony
Okay, guys, here we go.
Montgomery case. She's been missing since 2019. Let's listen in. We'll rejoin General Hospital as soon as possible.
Regarding the ongoing investigation into the 2019 disappearance of Harmony Montgomery. Back in January, we announced that then 5-year-old Harmony likely disappeared sometime between November 28th and December 10th of 2019. Since that announcement, members of my office, members of the Manchester Police Department, the U.S. Marshal Service, the FBI, and other law enforcement partners.
I don't know why it's loading, so give me just a second. Lord, today, it's been a day.
Bringing Harmony home will continue to be the #1 priority of the Manchester Police Department. I want to take a moment to publicly thank the Manchester Police Department detectives and the Hampshire Attorney General's Office for their steadfast commitment and dedication to this investigation. There have been many detectives assigned to this investigation, and I'm grateful to all of them. But I want to specifically recognize Captain Sean Layton, Captain Matt LaRochelle, Sergeant Jamie Cavari, who could not be here today, Detective Jack Dunleavy, Detective Scott Riley, and Detective Max Rahill, as well as Deputy U.S. Marshal Billy Tufts, who's here as well. I thank all of them for their tireless work thus far in this investigation. I am grateful for the compassion and dedication that they have given to this investigation over the past 8 months. They have experienced many ups and downs, many moments of frustration and sadness along the way, but they have remained focused and remained undeterred as they enter the next phase of this investigation. I feel it's important to recognize these true professionals, as their job is an extremely difficult one. It is even more difficult when investigating the homicide of a sweet and innocent 8-year-old girl. It is equally important for me to recognize the professionalism and commitment of Senior Assistant Attorney General Jesse O'Neill. Attorney O'Neill has been part of this investigation from day one, and he has not wavered one bit. I am personally grateful to Attorney O'Neill for the guidance and counsel he has provided me along the way. He is a consummate professional, and the state of New Hampshire should be thankful for having such an individual seeking justice for Harmony. So thank you, Jesse. It is not often that a public official takes a moment to thank the media, but I feel it's important to do so. I specifically want to extend my gratitude to WMUR and Fox Boston for continuously keeping Harmony's story at the forefront. Both outlets and many others did so with compassion and professionalism, and for that I say thank you. I know that over the past 8 months that there have been many discussions, speculation, and questions relative to where the system failed Harmony. And I myself continue to share the same concerns and still have many remaining questions.
Very nervous.
However, the homicide of this little girl rests with the person or persons who committed this horrific act. The Manchester Police Department will do everything within the limits of the law to ensure that the responsible person or persons for the murder of Harmony are brought to justice. As always, I encourage members of the public to continue to use a dedicated tip line should they have any information at all that would assist us in locating Harmony, or any information that they feel is relevant to this investigation. The dedicated tip line has, the dedicated tip line number is 603-203-6060. Again, that number is 603-203-6060. As I said from the beginning, I maintain the stance that there are people out there in the community that have information about this investigation who have yet to come forward. If you are that person, pay attention to me carefully. If you are that person, I implore you to do so now and come forward. I'm not asking you to do it for me, for the people in this room, the people that have been working this investigation. Do it for this little girl who's on this screen. The time is now. Time to step up and do the right thing. Make the call to that tip line or contact the Manchester Police Department any way you see fit.
And they know who they are.
Harmony is a sweet and innocent child who deserves to be brought home to her family and friends. Thank you. General?
Thank you, Chief. Thank you again to your department, your team, and all of our law enforcement partners for their assistance in this investigation. Before we close, I just want to take one more opportunity to express my deepest sympathies to Harmony's family, friends, and loved ones. All homicide cases are difficult. Any loss of human life is tragic. But cases like this that involve young children and young girls like this are especially difficult. We have a lot of work ahead. But as Chief Aldenberg said, and as our partners believe, we will not stop until we get justice for Harmony and those who loved her. As to any further specifics or questions about the evidence in this case or the investigation at this point, due to the fact that this is an ongoing criminal investigation, we're unable to make further comments at this time. We do thank you all for being here today.
An emotional press conference there with New Hampshire Attorney General John Formella and Manchester Police Chief Alan Aldenberg, the chief there choking up at the podium. The two confirming what perhaps a lot of folks had already come to the conclusion of, that 5-year-old Harmony Montgomery was murdered back in early December 2019. They say biological evidence recently confirmed that. Back in June, authorities had searched an apartment that had belonged to Adam Montgomery, Harmony's father, and Kayla Montgomery. They removed that refrigerator you see right there, as well as part of a wall. Perhaps that contained the biological evidence that authorities were looking for. No charges, though, yet in this case related to that killing. But they are now no longer looking for Harmony Montgomery, no longer considering her loss. They do consider her dead. And a homicide investigation has now been launched in Manchester. We're going to keep following this story.
So, yes, now we know that they are stating that Harmony Montgomery's where she is deceased because of the homicide investigation. Now, I wonder if the DNA evidence that they stated they have was from that refrigerator, right? I have a feeling that that's where she was, right? Please give some red hearts, because she loved Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse. You could give some red or black or pink hearts. That would be great. That's why I wore polka dots, because Minnie Mouse wore polka dots, and this is the only one that I had. I think we knew that, right? We knew that she was probably statistically deceased, right? But I really hate that we do not have somebody in custody, or, you know, someone who has been, or multiple people rather, who have been charged with it. We need them to be charged. I do believe that there are multiple people who know what happened. I feel like they're family members. I feel like they're close as well. You know, close friends included in that. And I do want to say to Miss Christie, or Crystal, the mother of Harmony Montgomery, and her family, that my heart is with you. You know that. And I'm really, really sorry for you today. I really, my heart breaks for you and for Harmony and for your family and those brothers, her half brothers, who are twins, and her older brother. I'm really, really sorry to hear this, and we're going to do everything that we can to help you get justice on this channel, and I'm sure many other channels. We'll fight for her. We'll keep doing it. Keep doing it. Yeah. So I didn't either. But, you know, if you think about the statistics and you think about the situation regarding Harmony Montgomery's case, as much as we don't want to hear that, I think all deep down inside feared this would be the case more so than alive. And, you know, when kids go missing from a stranger abduction, we know that there's a very, very low possibility that they're going to be in the case of Elizabeth Smart, right? Those are rare occasions. So to have that kind of a mindset seems bleak and seems dark, but I would rather, in my mind, on this channel, try to find justice for who it is rather than what condition they're in, because there's nothing we can do about it, right? Except for spread knowledge to prevent these things from happening to these babies and holding law enforcement and Child Protective Services responsible. I do feel like they failed her along with others, but the state truly literally gave this situation on a platter and handed it off. New Hampshire pays taxes for services. And New Hampshire and Massachusetts failed because they did not talk to each other and do the proper protocols. Period. Now, people like to say, it's not the state's job to take care of people's children and all that political bullshit. That didn't save her, did it? That did not save Harmony Montgomery. Your opinion on what you thought should have happened didn't save her. That was the actual job of the state to make sure she was taken care of, and they failed her. A family member reported the abuse, and they still failed her. And it is not just in New Hampshire. It's everywhere. And they need to be held accountable. Every time you hit those pocketbooks for each state, it affects everybody around them too. So when they fail and then they have to, they get sued, where do you think it's going to go to? That money that could have been used for other things? It's not going to go to the state. So there's like a big domino effect here that people don't freaking think about. So yeah, it is very important for you to stop judging and stop thinking your opinion's going to do anything, whether it be the parents. Yeah, of course the parents should have done this, that, and the other, but we have state government, local government, city government authorities to fix that or prevent that or help that from happening. And no, we know parents are supposed to take care of their children, but they don't. That's the reality. Sometimes they get into addiction. They do drugs. They make horrific decisions. But when you hand a child to a murderer, a criminal, they did that. And I am not putting all the blame on the state, but I'm putting a big ass chunk on them because they know. They know what they did, and they tried to make it okay. They really tried to make it okay. I gotta fix this, sorry. There we go. Okay, let me get a updated with chat. I'm just, I'm brokenhearted just like everyone else. And then, obviously I'm going through the grief of anger, right? Sadness, anger, blame someone. But no, it's not blaming. It's holding them accountable for their actions. So let's talk about Harmony's father, Adam, and let's talk about Kayla Montgomery. So where are they right now? I know that Adam and Kayla are in jail. So Kayla actually got out for a small minute. And I said, look, it's like I'm psychic or something, because I made a video stating, Kayla, Adam, you're going to get charges stacked onto you until you tell the truth. So either way, they're just waiting to get evidence on you if you're not going to speak. So let's just go ahead and keep you in jail. But, guilty people aren't going to want to get murder charges of a child that they were taking care of. They don't want that. So they're not going to speak. Makes sense, right? So let's look. In March, it says that Adam and Kayla Montgomery indicted on charges not directly related, right? We knew that. Or you do now. So Adam got blasted with 9 charges, felony of owning a weapon. He stole a shotgun. And then Adam's wife, Kayla, the stepmother, was indicted on theft by deception, fraud charges, welfare fraud charges. So let me see if I can find the little section here that's important to me. So it says the two, Adam and Kayla, were originally charged after Adam Montgomery was found December 31st living in a car with his then girlfriend who has passed away from a drug overdose. And a grand jury handed down the indictments. Officials said the indictments indicate that a grand jury believed there is sufficient probable cause for charges to be prosecuted. Right? So it makes sense, like from me and the mother's perspective, when we were talking about this, that she probably went missing the day or two after Thanksgiving in 2019. And there's some stuff that we won't go into on why, but I think she's right. I think that, November 28th was actual Thanksgiving. I, in my spiritual self, feel like it was the 29th. I do think that something happened. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover her case as much as possible to get justice. In a sense of informational wise, let's go down what happened leading up to her case, to her update today, because they are saying that she is deceased. She has been murdered. And somebody knows out there, and I'm sure a group of people do. I think that this is gang related in a sense of who he was around and who Kayla was around. It's not hard to go and look up Kayla Montgomery and Adam and see that they were clearly druggies, and they were clearly struggling with addiction in a sense of doing what they had to do to get their next fix. They lost their home. They were living in filth. They were wheeling and dealing, guys. Right? What date did they say in the presser? December, right? All right, guys, that's all I've got for now. We're gonna.
Welcome.
Whoa, that scared me. Sorry. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Angie Hensley. Appreciate you. Yeah, Susiana, it makes me sick too. This is ridiculous. Thank you to the guy that I had to reward for his hard work outside while he was grinding up tree trimmings. I think they're back at it again, so it's perfect time to get off of here. But guys, prayers for Harmony Montgomery's family, prayers for Harmony, justice for Harmony and her family, and Adam and Kayla go rot in the hell that you created, because they're going to get you and everybody that was involved. All right, guys, drink your water, hug yourself, your babies, your grandbabies, your fur babies. Let's get justice for Harmony and all missing children, and I will see you on the next live. Thank you for being here. Much love. Bye.
What?